they change, otherwise generally 9 o'clock.
Okay, so I'm live streaming the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanted to brief about that to start?
Yes, that's what I'm downloading. So you can start and explain the thing. Until then, I will contact the people.
Good evening, Andal. Welcome to attend this particular session, Employment and Employability Skills, the international webinar organized by Global Entrepreneurs Guild, the GEG. So we are people here to focus and nurture the global entrepreneurs and making a network platform common to all who wanted to uplift their entrepreneurial aspects and lifestyle. There are many things. Mainly one thing I wanted to make you to understand. Learning agility is the leadership quality. The continuous learning is the strategy as of now. Whomever wanted to become a leader, even for the entrepreneurs, if they wanted to shine in their business or any kind of opportunity they are looking for in future, grow the business as well as other aspects in the social or business oriented or any kind of futuristic vision oriented, they must need to learn and explore the new opportunity. Without that, we cannot able to make possible for the people to lift up their entrepreneurial journey. Then how many entrepreneurs are we are having, that much it is possible to ignite or initiate new startups or new business. That is the way we can offer more employment. When coming to speak about the employment, as of now, the human resources are getting challenged with the machine resources. Wherever we are focusing, there are lots of systematic approach, innovation, intellectual oriented kind of things have emerged. So that is the way we have to think. Sorry. So that is the way we are focusing our lifestyle as well as the learning strategy. It is embedded together. So here, Global Entrepreneurs Guild taking the opportunity to nurture the entrepreneurs who can able to take their journey further and furthermost along with the global network, and also the employees who wanted to learn something, how could they can able to lift up their career accomplishments and the current focus towards the futuristic vision. So these are all getting aligned together to have a better workforces to get in future and prepare the better opportunity through the workplace environment. So both are very essential. It is valuing two sides of the coin like that, the workforces and the workplace environment. If you don't do the correct thing about the workforces to create or the workplaces to get ready for the futuristic vision, the coin may not retain its value. So that is the main focus just I wanted to share. So today we are having this session, employment and employability skills. We wanted to tailor make this particular session, just joint venture with any suitable people. They are from any institutions, industries, associations, social organizations. We are very open and we can speak about that and getting embedded with the requirements or goals as what they wanted to get from us. So we have here the 5 eminent personalities. They are having their professional values, their entrepreneurial values to share to the people. So that is the way we have started this particular Global Entrepreneurs Guild, and we welcome you to follow us through Facebook and YouTube to get the updates as well as to keep connected with us. Thank you so much. Over to Rahul. Rahul, are you there?
Rahul, are you there? Rahul?
You are in mute. Your mic is in mute. Yeah.
Okay, good evening all.
Good evening.
And as Dr. Ram beautifully explained about whole idea of GEG, Global Entrepreneurs Guild, and especially today's agenda. Basically, what we are currently doing is like we are preparing for one of the first of kind event in one of the education institute, and we are preparing for that. This is kind of like a preview of that program, that event. So that is about like as topic will be the same, employment and employability skills. And yes, we are preparing for that. And as our all guests are here now, all the speakers are here, uh, we will start with Dr. Ram. So he will talk about future entrepreneur leadership.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for all the visitors who are accepting our invitation and willing to join. Hopefully, your time is worth to gain something from our session today. Myself, I am Dr. B. Ramanathan. Currently, I am taking the in charge for this Global Entrepreneurs Guild as a president to roll my part. And it is having a lot of responsibility for me to make the lead and how to get the people to align with us, how to focus for the futuristic penetration into the market, how to survive in the capacity all along with the eminent people who are supporting us here. So today I'm going to deliver a particular topic. Rahul, can you make me as a co-host?
You're already co-host, but let me check. Yes, you are co-host.
Because it is mentioning this will stop other screen sharing. Do you want to continue?
Okay, yeah. I'm sharing this screen, but I will stop share.
Good evening, all. Today, the first session they asked me to present, but always it is a happy time when I am coming forward to speak with the audience, because it is all the learning strategy. Together we are learning and supporting each other. So that is the main thing I can able to mention. The topic which I wanted to tell you is future entrepreneurial leadership. When we are hearing this, who is entrepreneur, who is leader? So a lot of confusional statements will come in front of us. From these cartoonic pictures, we can able to understand better who are having the directions which are not making the deviation from the goal sets to achieve. That is the main thing. Even you are getting ups and downs, you have to support your team to lead ahead and reach to the goal sets to complete. And when you are getting some kind of gap, you have to align with the different kind of partnership, joint ventures, making some collaborations. That is the way you can be able to connect and support each other's capacity to handhold and reach to the success rate. And when you are having a leadership quality, it is not only leading ahead by yourself alone, but you have to make your team also to grow and groom better to lead the particular strategy to achieve great. Most of the organizations now, they are very much looking for the leaders. When they are getting the correct leadership quality, if they are having the entrepreneurial mindset, because there are many leaders we can tell, many of them are socially contributing better, but they are not making any money or revenue or remuneration for it. It is a passion they are willing to do. But there are people who are lifting up certain kind of leadership. They're creating the values in dollars and cents. That's the thing. The entrepreneurial leadership is as of now demanded, and we have to look for the visionary and missionary entrepreneurial leaders. So today my talk will give a certain kind of information and make you understand about the glimpse of my presentation, which will touch upon certain things to take home message for you. Myself, Dr. B. Ramanathan, I am the founder and managing director of ACE International Private Limited, Singapore. ACE, the acronym defines for Aspire Community Excellence. So when we are born, we don't have any kind of mindset to grow ourselves, but it is all along with the parental attitude to support. When you are studying and growing further, you can set up certain goals, but you may achieve it or you may not achieve it. When you are going along with your employment and you are progressing well in your luxurious comfortability zone, whether you are fixing your mind, you want to lead ahead and make yourself as a great personality. So that is the attitude everybody have. But when they are achieving great, whether they are doing something in excellent status or as a normal status, that's the policy. Yes, I wanted to put it the name ACE International. We are thinking now for globalization and global attitude. That's why we are putting together the name ACE International. So this is my website. If anybody want to look into that, you can just check with them. So as of now, these photographs, pictures, we can able to understand the global entrepreneurial leaders who are billionaires today. So Facebook, Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, Microsoft, Bill Gates, Alibaba, Jack Ma, and Amazon, Jeff Bezos. So there are so many people they influence. They are making the billions because of they are not only a kind of entrepreneurs, but they are the visionary entrepreneurial leaders. Just I wanted to share these photographs. Then later I will explain what are the things we are getting into our mind to focus well for these kind of things to incorporate in our life. As of now, we are having the Industrial 4.0, the revolutionary industrial demonstration, because everywhere it is becoming like digitalization kind of support. When you are making alignment with your business to accomplish with a certain kind of digital transformation, you need to work for many things. You have to prepare the people, you have to prepare the ecosystem of the working place, you have to consider what are the values you have to input and what are the values you wanted to make from that, the output kind of things. So the digitalization is not only from the product or service, but it is a kind of elements embedded together with the ecosystem very well. So many components like mobile devices, now it is 5G spectrum is going to come. It is making a lot of deviation from the existing 4G models, and the Internet of Things, 3D printing, robotics, automation, autonomous vehicle, cloud computing, cyber security, and so many, the augmented reality, virtual reality, and big data analytics, big data storage kind of capacity. Many ways it is making the new establishments which are aligned with the industry 4.0. We have to think the ways how to evolve as an entrepreneurial leader. When we are looking, always many people are using this iceberg for their kind of illustrations or making some kind of example to showcase. What we see, it's not true. What we know, it may not be true. So we have to look into that, the dimension of iceberg, which are elevating above the water only we can see in the normal vision. But there are people who can able to see the in-depth of the iceberg. So that is the way how a leader, he can approach to the work in the superficial aspects. But what a leader knows about the in-depth of the conditions, and who is the leader who can able to make the curiosity manner out of the box or extra mile wagons. They can able to make the stewardship. They can able to create the value far behind in front of our vision or vision in the current scenario. So that is the way the futuristic entrepreneurial leaders must need to focus for their vision and mission to create the values for the betterment in future. Why it is important, the entrepreneurial leadership? First of all, we must need to think about the employee. So employees are the asset of the organization. Without employees, we cannot able to create any value in the organization. Then performance, productivity. Customer-centric values are the important segments as of now to segregate for the customer satisfaction. Through innovation and other product developments only now the customers are getting satisfied. If you are doing the same thing for the traditional values, may not be good enough as of now, because they are looking for some kind of new strategies, new adoptions, new designs, and new values. So if you are not doing correctly to match with the customer-centric values, you cannot withstand, because now we don't have the Nokia phone in our hand. We are moving towards with the Apple phone, 5G, the Huawei kind of 5G phones, and also many people, they are using Android, Samsung and other phones. So that is the way that things are getting moved. If you are not serving well to the customer's value, you cannot withstand. Then you have to consider about the investors' values. What are they looking for? Because they wanted to get back their returns. It is not only a way they are donating the money like that, but they wanted to get back their return of investment in the correct way. If you are not assuring that, then you cannot be a good entrepreneurial leader. So that is the way I wanted to mention here clearly. The leadership, especially for the entrepreneurial leadership, they have to work for the return of investment. That is, it is the survival of the business very well in the competitions, and also focus on the profit ratio. What are the key principles for the entrepreneurial leadership? We have to think with several factors which are very, very essential as of now. We can able to connect to the ambidexterity, ambidexterity. The decision or making some kind of approach for the entrepreneurs who can able to predict or who can able to create the novel way to create more valuable opportunity for the ecosystem, for the business environment. That is very, very essential. If you are creating this cognitive ambidexterity, you can create a lot of values. That is, the innovation is going to align with the inventions. Both are putting together to create more novel values. When you are looking for the opportunity, you can create the value. It is not only for the survival of the business, but also a kind of social relevance or social concern. If you are eradicating the social relevance and concern, you cannot able to survive for the long run. That's why the social, environmental based economic retainability only can support. That's the responsibility we have to showcase. Then only you can sustain your business in the long run. So we must need to think these three important factors. And what are the key dimensions when you are talking about the entrepreneurial leadership? First, we have to think about the creating and conducive growth perspectives. That is very, very important. If you are not considering the conducive perspective,
ராமநாதா கேக்குமா
Please mute yourself. So we have to create the atmosphere which are conducive to growth. So everybody wanted to progress well in their business atmospheres or lifestyles to improve the comfortable zone for what they wanted to achieve. So that is the important thing. The next one is continuous learning. If you are making yourself to transform through the continuous learning, you can improve a lot to design the strategy, to prepare your futuristic ambitions to achieve greater like that. Then adapt to the environment. Adaptability is the best practice. If you are doing the great thing, it is the adaptable capacity for you to overcome with the challenges what you are facing. Great communication skills. Next, Dr. Haleema will explain more better. So that is the communication is the one kind of better leadership quality. If you don't communicate very well to the teams as well as other organizational stakeholders, you cannot able to survive better or sustain better. Having a kind of clear vision for the futuristic value. That is very, very important. If you don't have the focus about to understand about the futuristic transformations or challenges, you cannot able to contribute a great thing for your organization. Focusing on the who before the what, because if any problem arose, to whom you have to approach, to whom you have to get the help, to whom you have to align together. That kind of focus only eradicating the problem when it is going to hit with you or after hitting with your organization. So that kind of knowing the persons or personalities are very, very important when you wanted to showcase your entrepreneurial leadership. Then knowing yourself. Better you have to know about all about your strength, weakness, as well as the conditions, how to survive better in the struggles. If you don't see the risk or managing the control measures through the risk pattern, so you cannot able to be a good leader, a good leadership role. So that way you have to think and prosper well for your dimensions to accomplish for the entrepreneurial leadership. Entrepreneurial leadership will align together with the organizational excellence. As I mentioned, excellence status may not come in a day. It may not come with the formula. It may not come with the organizational capacity. But you have to work every day together along with the team to focus for the excellence status to achieve. So we must need to care about the customers. That is very, very important. We have to create the committed people who are working for your expected things. You have to constant manner to procure the innovative kind of atmosphere in the workplaces. That is the value you must need to give. These are all the essential things for the better leadership strategies. So that way you have to segregate your contributions for the organizational excellence. The top 6 leadership challenges around the world as of now. The person must need to have a honing effectiveness. They have to focus for that, how to make the effective and efficient kind of atmospheres for the people. They must need to be a kind of inspiring personality. If they don't have the inspiring capacity, nobody will believe and follow them. That is another value they must need to have. Developing the employee to meet out with their challenges. If you don't help, if you don't groom, that's why many MNC companies, they are looking for the opportunity to arrange the customized workshops, customized training, because they don't want to have the leaders only working in that process, but they wanted to create the employees to align with the leadership quality. That's why they are making the people to align together for a learning pattern through the workshops or trainings. Leading a team. If you are a person, not only leading yourself, but you have to lead the team. The fellow people, when they are having a mistake, the good leaders, they can able to align together, put them along with the team. That is the way they can able to gear up the team to succeed further. In the cartoon pictures in the first slides also I mentioned this thing. If you are making yourself to align with the team will progress well, then your victory also embedded along with the team. Guiding any kind of change. When any new challenges or any new situation will come, you must need to have the capacity to guide them, mentor them, coach them, train them, all these kind of capacity you must need to have. Managing the different stakeholders, because the stakeholders sometimes they are getting aligned with you or conflicted with you. So you must need to have the negotiation skills or dealing with the critical things to solve the issue. So nowadays, managing the problems are very, very essential one. If you are a leader, you must need to accomplish these particular essential skill sets to challenge your circumstances. The top 10 leadership competencies around the world as of now, especially the 5 major themes: strong ethics and safety kind of creations. Without safety, you cannot able to do the great things in the workplace atmospheres. You must need to ensure the ethical things as well as safety measurements to protect the people and engage the people in the leadership way. The kind of way you have to showcase you are the good leader, you are caring and sharing about their activities. That's the way you must need to showcase. Self-organizing. If you don't have the self-organizing discipline, you cannot be able to determine a kind of way to demand for the works to pay. So you must need to have self-organization capacity to showcase. Efficient in the learning pattern. If you don't make the learning quality or learning agility, you cannot be able to create any kind of efficiency. So that is the main thing I just wanted to share. Nurtures the growth of the people. That is the another one. Growth perspectives only can create the new values for the people who can able to learn and explore very well. Connections and belongings to the current situations and futuristic alignments. If they don't focus well, they cannot able to do the great thing. So they are getting some kind of failures. They cannot able to succeed with the challenges or overcome with the hurdles like that. So we must need to focus these major 5 things. Feature of work, as of now, it is a kind of talent acquisition in the when we are focusing for the 3 major components: culture, force, that is workforce, and space, workspace. The work culture that is also engaging and empowering along with the workers who are aligning together with the digital skills. If they are outdated, because now the driver for Uber or the delivery boy for the Zomato, if they don't have the mobile phone, how it is possible for them to do the job? Because all these things are embedded with the aggregator skills. When they are not having the attitude to align with the digital skills to operate the mobile phone, they cannot get connect with the customers because everybody is using the app. So that is the way I just want to tell. So we are looking for the workforce talent kind of acquisition. We are recruiting the talents for the organization. So we must need to focus for the talent development or talent retentions who are able to showcase the ability to align for the work culture, what we are expecting as of now. The workforce, they are having the collaborations and aligned with the human technology. That is the way we must need to showcase. Workspaces are getting connected with the digital assistants, digital incorporations. We must need to embed along with it. How do we able to think about the difference for entrepreneurs and leaders? Entrepreneurs always profit-minded people. Leaders are thinking about the goodness, what is the impact to create the values for the people. Entrepreneurs are looking for the short term or long term when they are doing the business, but leaders are looking far beyond with the futuristic aspects. So altogether, the entrepreneurial leader are combinatorial sense between the entrepreneurs kind of thinking as well as leadership kind of thinking. So it is the combined capacity they have to inbuild for them. Whenever it is required, they can showcase like an entrepreneur, they can showcase as a futuristic visionary leader. So entrepreneurial leader have such specific attributes. They must need to take the initiative as a role model. They have to demonstrate the entrepreneurial creativity in the sense of futuristic alignment, futuristic vision, futuristic collaborations, or finding out the right stakeholders, how to lift up the organization into the next level. They are ready to take any kind of risk because they know to create the control measures to get reduce of the risk, so they can be able to showcase their ability. They must need to take the responsibility as an ownership kind of mindset. Your responsibility as an ownership kind of thing, then only you can showcase like everybody can believe on. If you are not having that kind of mindset, your responsibilities are getting failed. So the recent findings and the insights about the leadership, especially for the entrepreneurial leadership, the mindset is very, very important. They are opportunity seekers and they are very comfortable with failures whenever it is hitting because they know how to overcome with the failures through their visionary capacity and procure the right opportunity to lift up the organization. They are characterized with the adventurous, ambitious, energetic, enthusiastic, as well as self-confident personalities. These are all the qualities you have to embed for making yourself to transform from an employee to entrepreneur towards entrepreneurial leadership. So this is the final things I just want to summarize. We have to focus the leadership quality, have the vision. They are having the choices for overloading, and they can able to go for the organizational silos to keep the challenge ahead, and they can overcome with the capacity to lead ahead. So that is the way. There are so many graphical representations here, but I can't able to go in deep. But we are planning for master's program where we can explain all these things and make you to handhold for the futuristic visionary leader. That is the way you can able to evolve as an entrepreneurial leader to serve better in the kind of industry 4.0 revolutionary places. So the leadership matrix create the social leaders, digital leaders, technological leaders, and freshman leader. So all these combination will give you a kind of opportunity to showcase your talents, to work along with the team and create the value for the organization. That is the way you can able to create the wonders for your organization as well as in your life accomplishments. Thank you. Just I wanted to summarize about our organization. ACE International, we are planning to support for the company who wanted to lift for business excellence status. We are getting aligned with our products and services towards with the goal sets to achieve for the business excellence. Whenever it is required, necessary license or funding or training requirements or any kind of collaboration opportunity or merging and acquisition with the different stakeholders, we are working together for them. We are also supporting for the research and innovation product development to prepare the futuristic visionary product as well as customer-centric values. And we are also supporting for the communities and groups how to create the capability building through our applied learning program, global immersion program, cross-cultural learning program, on-job training, and internship opportunity for the students. So now we are focusing mainly for institute industry partnership. Through that, we can uplift a lot to create the value for the futuristic workforce. If we are creating the talents, the organization can use them up very well, and we can be able to do the wonders. Thank you for your listening. This is the final word I wanted to share with you, template. This 8 letters acronym is providing the pathway how to empower for the excellence. T for technical, E for execution, M for managerial, P for professionalism, L for leadership, A for authenticity or authority, T for thinkers, E for excellence. So when you are having this attitude, you can do a great thing. When you don't have, please align together with the team members who are having all this capacity to make you to be in an excellent position. Thank you so much for your patience listening. Over to Rahul.
Great. As usual, it's a top-notch presentation by Dr. Ram and very informative, very useful, lot of interesting information as usual. So yes, thanks for that piece of knowledge, sir.
Thank you for preparing a kind of opportunity. That's why by demanding only we can able to create the values.
Yes, that's true.
Using the demand kind of thing for me to think and process. Thank you.
Okay, with that, I'd like to invite our next speaker, Mrs. Nagu, and she will talk about skills for business execution. And she is the right person to talk on this topic because she have 25 plus years experience in this field about business execution, helping organizations to grow and like go bigger in their field. So without delay, I will ask Mrs. Nagu to come forward, share her screen, and just share her knowledge.
Yes, Rahul, thank you very much for your nice introduction. Now, yeah. Okay, can you see my screen? Rahul?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can see
Right.
your screen.
Okay. Actually, there is some problem, with my video in my laptop. So please bear with me. Today, I'm not able to, I'm not in a position to switch on my video. So I think I just speak. I think I'm audible, right?
It's very
Okay.
much audible, and your presentation is very much like that is very most important for
Okay.
us.
Anyhow, good evening, everyone. And I would like to thank Mr. Ram and Mr. Rahul, everyone in this team. And I'm also a part of this GEG. And I would like to welcome all the visitors today. You're able to see many new faces today in this GEG meet. I'm Naga Suresh, fondly called as Nagu. And I have 25 years of experience as a senior business development manager and managing director of software company. And I was placing software engineers in Singapore and the US. And right now also I'm doing some e-commerce projects. And I just take the projects from Singapore, US and all, and I do the offshore development in India. Apart from that, I'm also running a company named Hiranya Medical Service, and it is done by my daughter, who is a medical student. I've already given the link, YouTube channel link in the chat box. It would be great if you people can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And in this Hiranya Medical Service, she's doing a lot of social service activities. You can just go to the channel, visit the channel, and you'll know more about it. In addition to that, I have a company named Arts Hub Singapore. And in this Arts Hub Singapore, I'm giving opportunities for young and upcoming talents in Singapore and even places like UK, Germany, India, and all. And they take part in all the competitions like music competition, dance competition. And I also give them platforms to showcase their talents, and they also perform. And I just telecast it through a TV called a YouTube channel named Artsub TV. Well, so now coming to the subject today. Today I've decided to talk on the topic skills for business execution. Firstly, what's execution? As we all know, execution is a discipline and it is an integral part to study. So no worthwhile strategy can be planned without taking into account the organization's ability to execute it. And this execution, it's a major job of a business leader. This execution, it requires a comprehensive understanding. That is, we should understand the business properly. Not only the business, the people, and the environment also. Only the leader can make the execution happen through his or her personal involvement. And then they only can get into the details of execution. This execution, it is the heart of the organization's structure. We should always know our people and our business as well. And this execution should always insist on realism, and realism is the heart of execution. We should always be able to set our goals clear and our priorities. We should know what we want. Then only we will be able to walk through the right path. Then only if we walk in the right path, the right direction, we'll be able to reach our goals.
Okay.
And next, how do we develop a strategy and a business plan? So for that, we need to define short, medium, and long-term strategy. And we need to set the goals to measure the progress and the benefits also. We have to define the goals, the objectives, our aims, and our success metrics as well. We have to complete the business model and the structure too. And we have to develop a tactical project plan with the commit dates. We should always have some deadline. Then only we'll be able to reach our goals on time. Next is the organizational readiness. That is, we have to evaluate the organization structure needed to successfully execute our strategy. We need to develop the competitive benefits programs. Then only we'll be able to attract all the business people. Being in business, we should be well versed in attracting people, getting business, and maintaining a rapport with our clients always. I always believe in it, and I have been successful because of the rapport that I always maintain with my clients. And we need to determine even the optimum marketing model. That is, on what model we are going to work like. We need to perform quarterly operating reviews. Actually, in my company and all, there'll be a weekly review. The sales review we used to sit and do. That will definitely lead you to, achieve the targets always. Next, we should always conduct these networking sessions also. I really believe in this networking session. By conducting these networking sessions, we'll be able to get a lot of contacts. And that contacts, we do not know where it leads. And the more you get to know many people, more you will be able to, develop your business. So we need to have a social networking session, like, voice only. Nowadays, Clubhouse meeting is that. That is voice only audio meeting is that. Then group conversations. And we can also host rooms with a specific discussion topic. Then the moderators and speakers, they should be appointed. And some people at least, should be given an opportunity. That is an interactive session, question answer sessions, while others can join the room to just listen in. Then we can also do, where a host can do in the pitching room, and people will pitch their ideas to angel investors. And sure enough, the deals will start going live, and some people, they will even get very good advisors through these angel investors and all. And next, we can also create a group discussing about daily habits, which will improve our life. Even our Dr. Ram, he has given a speech just recently in Clubhouse meeting, how to balance the work and life. It was very, very interesting topic which he spoke about. So like that, we need to conduct many networking sessions as well. Then
Mrs. Nagu, just a minute. Can you make it a presentation mode, F5 or?
Wait. Okay. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. I'll get back just 1 minute. And now let's see the components of the strategy execution. There are 8 S's of the strategy execution, and it has been developed by Higgins. It is composed of the following elements. What are the 8 S? Strategy and purpose. Yes, what is the purpose of it? Then the structure, as we all know, the organizational structure and how it works. Then the systems and processes, the way it goes. Everywhere there will be a system. Then the style, that is the leadership and the management style, how it works. The staff, naturally, everywhere, the departments. Then the resources and the shared values, that is the organizational structure. Then the strategic performance as well. These are the 8 strategy execution, which is developed by Higgins. Next will be the step-by-step process of strategy execution. How do you do it step by step? First, you visualize the strategy. Once you visualize it, then you measure it. You visualized, then you measured. Third, you report the progress. Always you need to report the progress, and then only you will be able to make decisions. And then you identify the strategy projects. Once you identify the projects, you will be able to align the strategy projects. Once you align, then you can manage the projects. This is the way you need to do it step by step, the strategy execution. Again, the strategy execution, you should always be very clear. See, many people who are very, very energetic, about their execution, they tend to jump into activities and they take action before they organize things. You should never do that. Always be very well organized before you start anything. Then create a plan, or else you connect what they are doing to the strategy of the organization. After that, you set stretch goals and deadlines, as I told before. Next, you give the feedback often. Whatever be the feedback, whether good or bad, and always take it in the right spirit. Honest feedback only will help you improve. Then you have to build team unity. Now let us see the 4th piece of strategy which we need to master. The strategy as perspective communicates an organization's larger mission and purpose, and it inspires the pride in employees. This is the first one. Next, strategy. First is perspective. Next is patterns. Strategy as patterns of action. What does it do? It describes a business ability to identify information about changes in the competitive landscape so that it can adapt and stay relevant. Next comes position. Yes, strategy as position is the competitive position a business takes in the marketplace, including its value, proposition, and differentiators. Next comes the plan. Strategy as plans refers to the specific goals, and it measures a business communicates to its employees. So all the business leaders like us should aim to master these 4 dimensions. Then only, it will allow us to communicate and execute the strategy across the channels effectively. So these components, it can also be in a better position, and it will make the leaders, it will put them in a better position, and then you can control it, the innovations. Yeah, the next point, since we are going to talk to the students, I thought I can share this with the students. That is, this is the strategy which is based on the classroom, how to become successful. So I just prepared that slide for them. Attending class regularly is essential. There is no substitute for classroom instruction. Nowadays, all the classes are going online, but still it makes a lot of difference. Classes in person and classes online makes a lot of difference. But when there is no option, it's fine. So we really need to attend the classes and always be prepared for class. If possible, even they can do pre-reading. That's what they do in my daughter's university and all, pre-reading. And it will help them to understand better when the faculty teaches in the class. Complete all homework assignments before coming to class and bring all the necessary materials with you as well. And then as the students, I just want to advise, I always tell everyone, don't be afraid to ask any questions. If you have a question, then you definitely have to ask. It doesn't mean, if I ask something, that means I do not know, nothing like that. Just be prepared, and you can also share your questions with your classmates and the teachers as well. Practice time management. Time management is very, very important in life. Some students choose to purchase a planner or agenda to help them keep track of important deadlines. You could also use the calendar feature because nowadays all the smartphone, it has the calendar feature. and you can utilize that as well. And always make sure that you do things as per the time and manage your time properly. Always save your draft in multiple places. It's great to save your work to your computer or quick drive, but you can also email the draft to yourself or save it online. Nowadays in cloud, OneDrive, everywhere you can save and keep. It's always better to have a few more, multiple backups as well for the support. Understand the importance of the syllabus. Then you can refer back to it throughout the semester. The syllabus is a legally binding document between yourself and the instructor. So make sure you are aware of specific course policies and expectations. Don't let your social life take priority over your academic life. Social activities are important and it can add great enrichment to your college experience. But you remember, finally, you are here to earn a degree. Missing a party will not have the same consequences as missing your college quiz or academic quizzes or essay deadlines like that. Get to know your professor. Maintaining good communication and rapport with your teacher or instructor is critical. Don't feel intimidated and feel free to hang back after class or stop during your professor's office hours if you have any questions. Embracing help from peer tutoring is about improving your skills and making you a successful student. Attending peer tutoring sessions doesn't mean that you are an inferior student. On the contrary, it shows that you are dedicated to your academic success and want your work to be the best it can possibly be. So if you are going to follow all these steps, I'm sure that you will be very, very successful. The top most priority you should give is for time management. If you are able to manage your time, you can do wonders in life and you will come with flying colors always. Well, and I would like to thank you all very much for this wonderful opportunity and listening to me patiently for past 15 minutes. And this is my contact details and my email address. And you can also connect me on social media and you can subscribe to our YouTube channels as well. Thank you, one and all.
Yes,
Now over
thank you.
to Rahul. Yeah.
Thank you, Nagu ma'am, and really good presentation, informative. And can you please share these links in chat so that people can click them and join?
What
That
the
will be
link
great.
is it? Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and I will share our GEG Global Entrepreneurs Guild channel's link soon. Before that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Haleema, our Power Pack performer, our like powerhouse, and she will talk about very interesting topic about effective communication for employability. Yes, communication is play very important role in many aspects of life, relationship, and maybe the like your work, careers, everywhere. But we are specifically talking about employability communication. So, welcome, Dr. Haleema.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rahul. But I am afraid whether we are really going for all 4 presentations today, because we have to ask our participants as well whether they have the grasping capacity.
Our time is 8 till 8:30. So,
but you have not presented, isn't it?
no,
have
I'm
you?
going.
Okay, fine. So I'll take only 10 minutes time in that case. I'll
Okay.
just do quickly so that we'll finish on time. Because, concentration level is limited and I don't want to test the concentration of my friends, those who are attending here. So
But you have
gentlemen,
that capability, ma'am.
yeah, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You all can see that on my virtual background, 2 faces are there. Are they communicating? Yes or no? Are they communicating?
Yes, yes.
Premaji is saying no.
Yes, yes, they are.
Who said yes, yes? Because Premaji was saying like this. Is it
Yes.
in is it
Yes.
in Malaysia? Yes. Is it in Malaysia? Yes.
No, yes, yes, Dr. Haleema, Nagu here. Yes, they are communicating.
Nagu is saying yes. Okay, because you are not visible here. So that's why I couldn't make out. Nagu is saying yes and Premaji is saying no, like this. I think this is no.
No.
No. Yes. So why Premaji?
They are communicating in opposite direction. They are communicating in opposite direction.
Yes. So the communication is not effective. And if the communication is not serving the purpose, that clearly shows that communication has not taken place. Thank you very much for participating in my small quiz. On the screen, you all can see that it's me, Haleema Sadia, and he is my son, Amar Jilani. And this is a picture of 2021. But I am going to narrate the story of 1994. And in Delhi, you know, being the capital city of India, Delhi is the place where you will find the people across the country migrating. And that's why the population is so thick, and the standard of living plus a standard of education, standard of medical facilities, everything is of high quality. In 1994, there was a system of getting admission in nursery that along with the child, the parents have to appear for the interview. And I went for the interview of DPS school. That was my dream, that my sons should study in DPS. DPS is considered to be a brand. And you know, people, when they say that I am from DPS, so their head is always high, that I am a dip site. When I went for the admission of my son was taken by a teacher, and the teacher has interviewed the child, and I was interviewed by the principal. And the principal asked only one question, what do you do? Then I said, MA. Then he said, when do you find time? And I was totally blank how to answer, how to reply. Somehow I managed to say, when she go to play school. So further, he asked 2-3 questions and I was not able to answer. And unfortunately, my son didn't get the chance in DPS. And then I got a job in Hamdard Public School, and there he studied with me till 4. But I was very much determined that because of me, he didn't get admission in DPS. So I have to send him to DPS somehow, and I have to manage it. And then I started working upon me, that it was me who was not able to speak in English. And in Delhi, you will not believe that English is spoken as first language rather than Hindi or any other language. Thanks to the present government, the present government has emphasized on Hindi more. So that's why now little bit you will find here and there, but still English is the first language of the people here. So my dear friends, I was so embarrassed, and my husband has scolded me like anything, that it's you, because of you, my son is not getting the admission. I just looked at your face and I married you. I never knew that you are not able to speak English. So that is the husband's comments always. And then I started working upon me, and you will not believe that my son got admission in DPS when he was in class 5. And he did his +2 from DPS, and he was a topper of the school. And that year he was a topper of CBSE as well, Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Almighty. So this is my story. And I don't want anyone in this world to repeat this story. Nobody should feel embarrassed because of the language. And nobody should be deprived of opportunity because of the language, because of the communication. And that's why I have taken up the responsibility of coaching the young minds and helping them that how they can be the effective communicator to be successful in their lives. So dear friends, as we all know that we have to play different roles. And in all the roles, we required communication. We have to play the role of a social worker. We have to play the role of an emotional person. We have to play the role of a spiritual person. We are professional. We are leader. Like there are so many roles we have to play. And when we look at any one of the roles, you will find that without communication, we cannot move ahead. Now there is an activity, but since Rahul has said that we don't have much time to go on the activity was that why effective communication is required. You all have to give your opinion on that we will do when we are going to have the full-fledged workshop. Anyway, we need effective communication because it improves the productivity, it creates a better relationship, and it builds the trust. Because in most of the cases I have seen, here I would narrate a small story that happened with my principal. That during those days, 1994-95, when I was like a learner. So I asked ma'am, I went to the principal and I said, ma'am, now I am going. She was so furious. She said, are you informing me or you are taking permission from me? So what I wanted to say that, ma'am, may I go? So instead of saying that, ma'am, may I go? I said, ma'am, I'm going. Naturally, the person will be angry because I have seen that in most of the cases, the relationship is not strengthened because of the communication gap, because the people are not able to express effectively. And it always promotes team building. It always resolves the problems, and it always provides clarity in life if we are good communicators. Now, what are the components of communication? I need 2 volunteers here. Rahul, will you volunteer? And Premaji, will you volunteer?
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So both of you are working in my company, and I am the CEO of that company. And I have asked you to plan a seminar. And the topic of the seminar is that LSN helping the hearts.
Okay.
LSN is the name of the company, and you have to plan LSN helping the hearts. And both of you will start discussion now on this. Both of you start speaking together. Start speaking.
Okay, so ma'am, let's plan something big with LSN. And
together, keep on talking. You have 30 seconds time, and the one who is going to speak more will get more points. Start speaking, both of you.
Okay, so we will talk about. First of all, talk about the structure of
and no score for you.
Okay, hi Rahul.
The content, what should be the content, and who will be the audience? What is our
Premaji,
target?
You are not getting any points. Premaji, start speaking.
Plan
Okay. Rahul, what is our plan? What is the purpose? Who's the audience going to be? And
okay, now thank you very much. 30 seconds are over.
Okay.
See why in this condition the communication didn't happen. Whether communication happened or not, please just let me know. Communication happened or no?
No, because 2 persons were talking at the same time.
It's a competition. You create a competition, not the communication.
No, because one person must be a speaker, receiver, and one must be a speaker. Because
actually, a person must need to allow others. What do you have a plan? Then they will tell. Then they have to tell. Then only the conversation, communication will reach to the goal set. If you are, because she set the time 30 seconds and motivate you to compete each other. So you lost your communication rather than make who will talk more.
No.
Yes, Dr. Ram. Yes, perfectly. All right. That's why, I have written active listening is one of the component of effective communication. This active listening. People think that when they are listening, they are not communicating. No, this is a wrong notion. When we are listening, we are making communication. If I'm nodding, if I'm listening, if I'm giving the body language, my gestures, everything is either agreeing or disagreeing. That is a communication. So listening is very, very important component of communication. Then when we talk about communication, it's not only verbal all the time that we are speaking blah, 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 blah. It's written as well. It's non-verbal as well. And there are many values. Those values communicates, like the value of trust. if I look someone whom I trust, my gaze or my look will be entirely different than a person whom I don't trust. So even my look, even the value that I have in my look is also becomes a communication. Then my personal connections. If my friend is sitting in near to me and I just do like this, that's also communication, my personal connection with my friends. And she will understand that what exactly I want to convey to her. And in the same way, if we have compassion, that also communicates many things. So it's not only speaking, it's not only the presentation skills, it's not only the non-verbal communication, but even the values and silence also makes they are also the components of the communication. Now, if any company or if any group or organizations have effective communicators, so how they are being benefited, the benefits of effective communication. So first of all, if you are a boss and you are a good communicator, you will have better control. And you will have a strong business relationship with the people. I have seen one of my relative, I exactly don't remember, but I have seen him all the time over the phone, just shouting, and scolding. I said, what's happening? Where are you working? Are you dealing with the laborers? He said, no, I am working in IT company. I said, so surprised. In IT company, you are shouting like anything, like you are shouting at the laborers. Then he said, and he narrated the story that my people are so bad and they are not listening. And what I found that there was slight gap in his instruction and the people following. Like he said that you have to fix the meeting with these two people. And he did not recheck whether they fixed the meeting or not. And he did not take the phone numbers or contact details of those persons. And when they went over there, it was found that those people are not there with whom they were supposed to go. So this reflects the poor communication on the part of the boss, the one who is instructing the people. Similarly, if we are good communicators or effective communicators, we will find that all around, we will have all the stakeholders are performing in a better way. Everybody, because our communication is not only just with immediate boss or immediate subordinate, our communication is with everyone, with all the team members. And then it will give a strong decision making. Communication plays very important role even in the decision making. In my group, I had some misunderstanding with one of my team members recently, very recently. What did I do? I didn't speak to anyone. I directly called the person in private. And I directly start explaining the things and asking the things what exactly is happening. And now you will not believe that person is a great fan of mine, because I have given the personal communication to the person. I have talked to him personally. I didn't talk to any of the team members and asking them, okay, what happened? Why he's behaving like this? Why she's behaving like this? So that is called effective communication. Now, when it comes to communication and employability, you must be thinking about your CV making, your resume making. You must be thinking about communication with HR. You must be thinking about the written assignments you get before the job. You must be thinking about the rounds of interviews, like first round and second round and final round and elementary rounds and so forth and so forth. But here I am focusing on SM. Can any one of you tell me what is SM?
Social media.
Social media.
Yes, it was expected from the youngest one because they are more into social media. So this is social media. Our communication on social media is being observed, is being noticed, especially in LinkedIn and Instagram. So if we really want to be employable and if we want that people should hire us, we have to always look at the communication, the way we are communicating with the people, the way we are conveying the message. And in this way, we are going to make an impression on the people who are hiring over there. So we should never underestimate social media. And not only in LinkedIn and Instagram, but all the medias, whatever medias we use normally, like when we are sending the messages on WhatsApp, when we are sending the messages on Facebook or any other media. This media nowadays plays very important role. I have seen 3-4 people, even in my surroundings, just 3-4 months ago, that they have been hired by the people who have seen them posting on social media with a good communication skills, with good thought process, and in this way they have been hired over there. So if you want to be employable, naturally we have to be very careful while posting on media. This is my problem also. Sometimes I also make small errors and mistakes, being careless in this. But naturally I can advise those who are in the search of a job that you should not be that careless and you should be very careful. Now, dear friends, the question is that how? It's very nice to say that effective communication is important and we should have the effective communication. But how? So now our platform GEG is going to provide you the opportunity to at least polish your language within 1 month. This is the basic course. You can polish your language skills, your communication skills, you can improve your posts, you can improve your CV, you can have the interview skills, you can learn the interview skills, and all these will be done only just for 999. And if any one of you interested, please contact us. Thank you very much and take care. Rahul, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was great, quick, and very exciting things were there. And I really liked your presentation. Good infographics were there.
Thank you very much.
So yes, with that, I like to share my content today, and that is about, I will share in instead of that. Okay. So how many wants to earn money through social media? I like to see the virtual hand also, if not on camera. But I think the question is like everyone wants that. Okay, so it's like we can earn, there are a lot of platforms, but the young people mostly are on the Instagram and WhatsApp, that shows into a lot of like graphs or many information available there. So we will focus on those areas. And as I initially we informed, like this is the session, or this is the program specially focused on the youngsters. Okay, so that's the reason we are talking about. So the main thing is to start with, what is exactly a social media? We many times hear about the like, so what is social media, or social media making some problems or giving some opportunities. A lot of things are there, but if you go with the like kind of definition of social media, so it says like it is a computer based technology. Okay, so that is one of the important aspect, and that makes it a lucrative opportunity, and that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information. So basically it made for these things: sharing of ideas, thoughts, connecting with the people, and sharing the information. And it's like kind of building a virtual network or communities. And community, I am the big fan of the community, and that's how I built the communities. Like last year this time, maybe I was like less than like a 200 contacts connection on LinkedIn. I think it's around 100 only. And right now I'm like 800 plus or something like that, definitely 500 plus. So how that happened, like last year I joined one community. From that community I joined a lot of other communities, and from that now we have 2 companies. And that's the power of community. So all that happened because of social media. And I'm like dealing with a lot of army veterans, and a lot of like principals of the colleges, and like that really helped me, basically communities. Okay, so that is a basically basic essence of social media, to make the connections, sharing the ideas and information. And But basically what happens, like many people cannot digest, like this is kind of means like platform for selling advertising. Okay, so they think like it is for connections and all those things, but the basic what the companies how they earn is selling advertisement. Okay, and while offering free service, whether it is like and people do not many times, and almost all the my product design and development seminars and all those things, I asked people, what is Google? So no one, like rarely people come up with the right answer. Many people say it is search engine, it is like entertainment related things, a lot of other things than the advertising company. It is actually an advertising company. And so why people do not believe in that? Like why someone will say give you something for free? YouTube is free, search engine is free, a lot of things are free in Google. So people cannot digest, but it is not like very new concept. Television in old days, newspapers, like they are in old days, newspapers was always almost free. Television is free, like Doordarshan was free for like almost 20 years back, and all those things. Like there was only channel and it was free. Why? Because from that they are like projecting the products are directly coming in front of you in on your screen, and that's the way of earning for them. Similarly, current social media is also doing the same. They are like entering into your mobile, in your hands, in your pocket, and they are like giving offering you the products, basically different products, and they are and through mobile they are understanding what are your needs, and accordingly. So nowadays advertising is become very smart, and that is through social media. Okay, so this is basically social media what we are talking. So that is the real purpose. So advertising is just a way of for Facebook and its other like platforms to like earn a little bit of revenue in between, like sharing family photos, personal musing, feelings, and all those things. Those are secondary for them. Main thing is advertising to you. So same with the Twitter. Many people do not believe Twitter is something like doing some advertising, or LinkedIn. LinkedIn is many people for till now it is a job portal kind of things. Nowadays focus is shifting and people are understanding that yes, LinkedIn is a like a connection for making the connection, but underneath that it is selling you something or other thing. Okay, so that is real purpose of social media. So if it is so powerful, and is it connecting, if it is connecting people, advertising some products and sharing ideas, creating some good moments for people, then definitely there it will show into the market share or market related things. And it is in this way, like right now we are into 2021. This was the estimation around 2018, but it is like right now it is exceeding. It is around 4 billion people right now in 2021 only. 21 is almost ending, but yes, the estimations are almost correct. And by 2025, uh, the social media users will be worldwide will be around 5 billion. So it is like if you expect like the world population will be say 8 billion by uh, 2025, more than half people will be like social media users. So that is the strength of social media, and that's why everyone is trying to use even not only the advertisers, even the the politics, not only in India, even in US they use social media a lot. And there are a lot of things which use the social media for various reasons, and reason is these things. So these are like this is just infographics about even many people ignore Pinterest, where there is a lot of scope. There are a lot of users who use your like information. Apart from that, Twitter, yes, Twitter is like all celebrities are there and all those things, and you can directly connect with them literally. So that is one of the platform where you can actually create your presence. We'll see why to create presence. Okay, apart from that, Facebook, all know about that. There are 1 billion plus active users as of now. Apart from that, Instagram is like exceeding everyone, Facebook and LinkedIn and everyone. And all I connect with a lot of young people, and they tell me about that they don't have any account with Facebook. They are only one platform, that is Instagram. Apart from that, WhatsApp is obviously WhatsApp is but just messaging. Many people still consider it as a messaging. But yes, people are now understand that there are some chances of creating money from WhatsApp also. We'll see that. Apart from that, Google Plus was there. So as this is a little old information, but yes, why I'm showing it, Google Plus may not be there, but Google products are there, and they have big database, big fan following, or big like users are there. And LinkedIn, yes, LinkedIn is one of the biggest professional network. That's the USP, you can say, for the LinkedIn. It is not polluted as Facebook is little polluted. Instagram is lot of pollution is there, but LinkedIn is doing good. It is keeping their identity of professional network. So this is one of the very good platform. Apart from that, as we talked about Google, YouTube. So YouTube, the power of YouTube. There are many influencers. You must have heard some people in your in your relative or in your friends who are actually earning from the YouTube. Okay, so now as we are talking about earning, so what is that? What is the estimation? How it is going? And how many people don't know about the how to earn, how you exactly earn from these social media. And it is all about followers. Okay, definitely you need to add value, but we will talk about value addition afterwards. But before that, we need to create the follower base. And around say 1 lakh to 5 lakh followers, it will be 12,000 plus US dollar. You can earn up to that much. Okay, so YouTube, why everyone is on YouTube? There are can be a separate session on YouTube, why YouTube is the best platform. Apart from that, Instagram is one of the biggest achiever in this thing, and this figure is gone up now. There are more earning just by the 1 lakh to 5 lakh followers. Definitely figure is big. 1 lakh to 5 lakh is a big figure, but yes, many influencers easily achieve that. Maybe they started long back and now they are like into the 1 million, 3 million spot, and they're really earning from these platforms. If you want to take a Indian YouTuber, you can think about Bhushan Bam or something, right? And he is one of the top performer in YouTube field in India, and he's earning a good amount of money. You can just search about him. Someone might be knowing from your students about his YouTube channel, and yes, he's one of the earner. And there are many. I'm just giving one example. There are many are earning from the Instagram, many are earning from YouTube, many are earning from both. Okay, so there is a lot of opportunity, and this is the infographics. We can have there are a lot of other information is also there, detailed information, but we will have that in master classes. Okay, so this is for students, but not only for students. It's you can the people currently here, they can consider what they currently doing, and you can literally start getting the glimpse of earning from social media, whatever you are doing right now, and you can start earning or start developing your network, your empire basically. So suppose I'm here, most of the students, so what I'm you are already studying, you should study. And in that, suppose you are studying and you are creating notes, you can literally start selling the notes. I'm giving this example because I want you to focus on your studies. And literally earn. You some of you, I'm sure not everyone is making proper notes, but some of you are making notes. You can literally start selling notes. Okay. And uh, those who are not making, they can start making notes. Okay. So that is the thing. You can literally start taking pictures even, and you can start from that. Maybe you need to go digital next time, and all those things are coming next, but the writing the notes by your hand, and that is authentic material, that is authentic content. You must be knowing, like, content is the king in the social media world. So you are literally, when you are taking notes, you are creating the uh, content. And others, as I mentioned, like, it is for everyone. Like, suppose you are recently form a new company, so you are now like active and you are attending webinars, you are taking notes, even that is a content, right? So it is applicable for everyone. So you are taking notes, you can actually make a content from that. Another thing, become an online tutor. This is for student also. I have seen my student who are teaching, they are for the diploma students, and they are teaching for the 9th, 10th grade students. So this is actually happening. They are actually earning. So you can, if you are good in one subject, go online, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, start actually do the content creation and teaching job. And that is most rewarding job, trust me. Next thing is Flick textbook. This is like kind of small thing, but it is like we struggle. We are working on one of our e-magazine, and we are thinking about like flip cover kind of things, and we struggled with that. We don't have current resource of that kind of technology, but you are the like techie people here. So you can actually create from notes, you can create something digital format of notes. From that you can create an ebook. From that ebook you can create a textbook. So there is a lot of scope, and for each format there is a different audience, and you can actually sell that, and you can increase the price. Normal handwritten notes have different price tag, and flip textbook will have different uh, price tag, and this is all legal, right? And next thing is obviously create YT revision videos. Okay, so definitely there is a lot of content about like that particular subject, but you can, like, from your notes you can create a revision videos. How's the idea, right? It is for revision for you, revision for others, and definitely you will get a huge fan following from that. And the boxes are according to the scope of the things. So that's why the flip textbook might be the new thing, not very much in new things, and that's why it is little smaller. Creating YT videos is like can cover whole screen, and you can literally create a big presence and earn from this. Apart from that, yes, Instagram, you can use your current uh, account. Just a minute. Okay, sorry. So yes, social media and the Instagram page. You can use your current page, or by simply few clicks, you can create another account and use that as a separate account. It is in your choice. And I will advise it, start working on that immediately. Whatever your idea is, we'll see what we need to do for that. Apart from that, online store, this is little further thing. Maybe you need some technology and some like digging, but all these things what we talked about, creating notes to creating the Insta account, just everything of that. Okay. Next thing is, okay, so how to do that? So again, this is a full process. We will talk about that into the master class, but what is the process? So first of all, you need to find out your niche. Then you need to go for the platform, whether you want to go on YouTube or Insta. For now, we will just stick to these two platforms. And new platform you can think about is WhatsApp. people started earning from WhatsApp classes. You can search on Google and you will find a lot of information about that, but we will cover that also in our main thing. Define the audience. Right now, your audience is clear. You're maybe the colleague and all those things, like you are maybe the students in your class, in your college, then your city, and then you can go bigger. Okay, so this is very easy, and this is kind of case study for you how it works. Start with these notes only. You know the audience, you know the platform where your friends are active. Apart from that, you can literally, this is further, like once you are good with this, you can go for the develop of content calendar. This is next steps, how to get into this whole thing. And traffic generation is very important. Once you go get popular, some good amount of audience, you will learn about that. Okay, and this is very important, but traffic generation is very important. Just having followers is not enough. Traffic is very important in the social media world, and that is like a just part of process that will happen eventually, but if you are working consistently on that. Then collaboration is the next step. Once you get into this and you are like-minded people, suppose you are in the you're taking the maths classes, for example, and you have one person who is taking English classes. Just come together. Very easy. That is very effective way of working. You can create an umbrella of service provider or teachers or something like that, and that will fetch more collaboration, more audience, more money. Engaging your audience, yes, very important. So that's what we said, like it's not only followers are not enough, audience and engaging them is very important. Value is very important. Improve the content. Yes, you need to keep improving what you are offering 6 months before. You need to improve that in next 6 months. Okay, so that is the way to engage audience. Over deliver, this is one of the thing, and we will see these things into the means how to over deliver, what you need to do for that. And for that you need to understand your audience better. Okay, and consistency, that is the thing. See, any influencer or YouTuber on the YouTube or on social media, they are very consistent. So for that, what you need to do, we'll see in the next slides. Okay, so challenges, yes, there are challenges and there are solutions. Every lock has a key. So there is a one challenge is how to expand the audience. First thing, get into it. You will understand how to that and join our program. You will learn how to expand the audience. For that, yes, social media is the key for you, and learn social media marketing. Okay, so we can talk on that also. Next challenge is consistency, how to be consistent. So there is a lot of technology available to be consistent, but for that, first thing you need to do is be disciplined. That is your inner thing. It's kind of your self-development. Okay, so next challenge is how to increase conversion. I have followers, they are coming, they are visiting, but they are not paying for me. Yes, for that you need a sales skills, and sales skill is very important. Why we are doing all these things, like why I'm asking you, while you are studying, you should go into the like selling the product, selling the notes. You need to learn the sale is the highest paying skill in the world. Okay, and unfortunately no college, no school is teaching about sales. Even MBA colleges, they are not telling you exactly the sales process, how to sell and all those things. And so doing this exercise, like your own market on the social media, you are learning in practically. So sales skill learning is very important. Communication skills, yes, there is a Dr. Haleema is there for you. And funnels, sales funnels, we will talk about that into the detail in our masterclass. Okay, so next important things, implementation. Again, all our we are connected with each other. So implementation is part of Mrs. Nagu. First thing, you need to start with believing it's possible. You search for these things about social media, earning, how to earn and all this. You will find a lot of information, real examples. Maybe, as I said, there are someone around you in your city, in your area, there will be people who will actually earning from the social media. So believe that. First step is very important. Maybe the first step we will talk. Those are the first steps which you need to take. Action is what very important in this world. Thinking or like just writing down on paper, keeping it in your mobile only or in your laptop is not enough. Okay. So if you are like thinking, yes, it is possible, I can do something, write down whatever coming to your mind. Niche finding starts from there only. Okay, so maybe you may go into the like you are made for the like teaching, but right now you are like start with the say taking dance class on the social media. But that's fine. You will learn something even going into the something in which is not your niche. Okay, so whatever coming to your mind, write down it today after this class. Okay, so that is very important. That is kind of first step. Within your clicks, I told you, go to your Instagram, select on the plus sign or your account name. There will be the option of adding another account. You can create another account, or you can start your YouTube channel today only. Do that today. That is very important. And start working on content. Maybe you already have your notes. Maybe clicking photo is the first step. First piece of your content. Maybe you have something in mind, just write it down. That is the first step is very important. Okay, so that is the kind of implementation. And yes, this is the thing. And about the master class, we will inform you through right channel. So this is about like social media and earning from that. Okay. So I'm just stopping here my sharing.
Wonderful presentation, Rahul. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very
So
nice.
yes, we are like gone 15 minutes ahead, but we will plan accordingly next time. And Shobit sir, if he's there, I like to hear some like comments from them. Prema ma'am, you are here.
Yes.
I like to hear from you
Okay.
about whole session.
Okay. Thank you all for a very good and very clear presentation. Dr. Ram, you are very good. Dr. Haleema, Mrs. Nagu, and Rahul, all of you explained the importance of good communication and why it's vital to have good leadership skills to progress in the current situation. And especially like Rahul, I think you are focusing about business and making money. Okay, very true. I think communication skills are vital. And what you mentioned, social media is the in thing now. If you want to reach out to people, everyone is socially connected.
Yeah.
Now it's a global village.
Yes. Global village, right?
Connect, and social media is the in thing with the disruption of technology. That is the way to go forward. So thank you again for a very good presentation. I learned a lot today. Thank you.
Okay. So keep joining the GEG events. We at least 15 days we have this kind of events, and we invite a lot of speakers. This time this is just our team, and we are preparing for next program, big event for us.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Shobit sir, like to hear from you.
Yeah, good. I was Rahul, I was there almost all through the session. Okay, 95% attendance out of all the 4 speakers, and you could take me along. So that says that you could take people along with you, and all the topics were very relevant. And Dr. Ram had something to talk for the leaders. The communication skills were there. Then the Art of Singapore presentation, ma'am has also done a very nice presentation, followed by this thing. So you have all different dimensions, and in this much of time frame, it was definitely power packed and good learning, great learning, and you are doing with the vision. So there is no doubt in this thing. Content is also very good. And personally felt happy being part of this, attending it today. And it'll be good if you can share the links later on also.
Yes,
Sometimes
sure.
I will look forward to be there. Okay. So good work, Dr. Ram sir, and everybody else in the team as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Okay.
you so much for your kind words. Thank you.
So only Jeba Kumar sir is left. If he's there, he can give some feedback. That will be great.
So good evening. I'm Jeba Kumar from Bangalore.
Nice to meet
I
you.
have a HR services and kind of academy based in Bangalore. We work with colleges and also corporates. I come with about 30 plus years of experience in various corporates. I got this message from the Siragal group. There's another Jeba Kumar who was posted it there. One is Siragal. So I just thought it's
I'm here for
part of my interest area. We do a lot of campus connect programs. So I just thought whether we can collaborate and do any of these programs, and is there any scope for expanding the horizon of working together in India, basically. So I was just looking at these opportunities. We work with few engineering colleges and MBA colleges in Bangalore, and also I have done programs in Coimbatore, in Tamil Nadu, and also Chennai. So it's a kind of an exploration that how we can work together in any of these places. That's my aim.
That's great.
Thank you. It was a wonderful presentation.
thanks for
Wonderful
your
listening to. Though I joined a little bit late, so it was a wonderful presentation. I enjoyed listening and learned a lot, and it's a great opportunity. Because and IT in a Bangalore being an IT hub, a lot of ITS companies.
Yeah.
Once you make this employability program combined with some kind of a placement, it gains a lot of momentum. It gives a lot of value to the students, and especially parents. Parents' interest is ultimately how do they take the advantage of these courses in their placements, in their careers, and all that. So for that, we can see how we can work out a meaningful way where this knowledge can be valuable to their building their career. So we do have a campus to corporate program.
We can fix a date with you. We can fix a date with you for your college
Sure.
students.
I'm based in Bangalore. We can definitely have a discussion. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you very much, sir.
please share your contact number here so that people can.
Sure. Yeah, I will just type my mail ID and also my mobile number where I have WhatsApp also.
Sure.
You can get connected with me. We can work it out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much. Yes, I think there is one more person there. He or she can come forward and share thoughts.
Who?
No, I thought someone is there.
No.
I think all.
Only we are there now.
This is my mail ID. My company name is Merit Matters.
Okay, that's great.
We work with the organization. I have a tie-up with some of these companies or for regular placements, and also we have some campus connect programs going on.
Okay.
Very meaningful name. Merit Matters.
Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm stopping
Pleasure
the
being
live.
part of this.